Okay, guys, so I promised you that I would give you a couple more examples of converting improper fractions back into mixed numbers. So this is it, and I thought I would do a couple of the other ones too. So let's start with converting mixed numbers into improper fractions. So we'll start there. I'll do it. I'm just going to do two more of those because I did give you some other examples of those also, but we'll do that first. So we've got, let's say 3 and 1/4. So we're going to multiply, then we'll add. So we start with the denominator, we multiply it by the whole number. So 4 times 3, which is 12. Then we take that and we add it with the numerator, which is 1. So that gives me 13. And it lands back on top of the denominator. So it's a 4. So 3 and 1/4 is the same thing as 13 over 4. Okay. And then I'll do one more, and then we'll move on to going backwards, doing it the other way. So let's say I have 6 and 2/5. All right, so we're going to multiply first. So denominator times whole number. So 5 times 6, which is 30. And then we're going to take that, and we're going to add it with the numerator. So we're going to add that 2, which is 32. And it lands right back on top of that 5. So we started with the 5, and we end with the 5. So 6 and 2/5 is the same thing as 32 over 5. Okay, so just a couple more quick examples of that. And I know I gave you some other videos from the net and the internet and stuff. So also, but I thought I'd give you a couple more from me. So that's that. Now let's do the reverse. So let's say that I give you 17 over 3. And I'm telling you, you have to convert this to a mixed number because this was what you got when you did all your work. So now we've got to convert this back into a mixed number. So you're going to take the 3. It goes on the outside. The 17 goes on the inside. How many times does 3 go into 17? Well, it goes 5 times. 3 times 5 is 15. When you subtract those two, you get 2 left. Now, here's where all your pieces come into play. Okay, this 5 right here. This piece right here is always the whole number. Okay, so 5 is my whole number. It's the big number. Your remainder, which is whatever's left over, this is always your numerator. So it's that top number in your fraction. And if you don't remember that, it's part of our word wall. So you can click on the word wall and you can go find numerator and it'll give you the definition again. And then this piece that we're dividing by is always your denominator. And again, that word's also on our word wall. So 17 over 3 is the same thing as 5 and 2/3. Okay, let's do another one. Let's say I give you 25 over 6. Okay, so the 6 goes on the outside because it's the denominator, and the 25 goes on the inside. The 6 is also called the divisor. How many times does 6 go into 25? It goes into it 4 times. 6 times 4 is 24. Now, guys, if you don't know your multiplication tables, then that is one thing that I will tell you would be a really good thing for you to practice. And in fact, I think I'm going to make that a link on my Bitmoji classroom to your multiplication tables. You've got to know your multiplication tables. Otherwise, you are going to drown. 25 minus 24 is 1. All right. So I've got my whole number right here. So I've got 4. I've got my numerator right here. And I've got my denominator right here. So 25 over 6 is the same thing as 4 1/6. Okay? So it's just another couple to help you out. You can watch it again if you need to. Watch it as many times as you need to. But like I said, you got to know your multiplication tables. And I'm going to go right now and I am going to add a multiplication table to our Bitmoji classroom so that it will always be there, because it's for you to be practicing. You have got to know that. All right. So we'll catch you next time. Bye.